Good morning, everybody. I hope you're ready for today's workout. The exercises I'm going through today are review for most of you guys. You may find something new, but there's a couple of techniques or a couple of transition techniques I want you to pick up on. All right, so we have 5 exercises to go through, the first of which are up downs. So we did these last week. Difference being last week, we counted each movement. So we went down on the forearms, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. And I believe most of us went to 20 or to 18 reps. So this week you have 5 full ones to do. So if you did 20 last week, breaks down to the same. It's going to be 5 full up downs. Just a quick couple of reminders. Remember that we start in a plank. Feet can be nice and wide for extra stability. We're going to lower down, placing your elbow where your hand was. And we're going to come back up, placing your hand where your elbow is. Your goal is to try to maintain that flat back line as you go so that we are not ending up in a snake position. All right? Last reminder, make sure to alternate which hand leads on the way up and the way down. So right first, then left first. Okay, so we also are going to hit up some dumbbell plank rows. We've done these before as well. They're very similar to up downs in that we're working on maintaining a straight body line and rocking side to side as little as possible. So on those plank rows, feet nice and wide. It's probably even more important, depending on the weight you have, it's probably even more important that your feet are a little bit wider than your hips. Abs nice and tight, make sure those shoulders are up over the hands, and then pressing through the opposite hand, little bit of a shift to row that arm in. So from our side view, abs nice and tight, no movement in the middle of the body, row and row. All right, this guy's 10, split between right and left. So really focus on just holding that tight body and knocking out 10 as quickly as you can with good form. From there, you go right into some wide mountain climbers. I would like for you to keep your hands on the dumbbells unless it really bothers your wrist. I remember from classes that some of us have a hard time keeping our hands up on top. If you need to go one dumbbell at a time and alternate, that's fine. And then just keep your hands on the ground for the wide mountain climbers. So if your hands are up on the dumbbell, you finish your final row, and then we go right into, without hitting the ground, 10 on each side, or 5 on each side, or 10 if you're counting individually, wide mountain climbers. Remember, on wide, knee is coming out to the side as if you're trying to get it up to your shoulder, pressing the outside of that leg to the ceiling. So what I want you to try not to do is let your knee automatically fall low. Press it up toward the ceiling. And by doing that, what you should feel is the outside of that glute, and maybe a little bit of the outer thigh, but mostly glute, getting a real good squeeze to get them out there nice and wide. All right, so try your best to keep those in a row. You go dumbbell sumo squat, right down into your plank rows, and right into your wide mountain climbers, and then you're right back to your feet. All righty. The last 2 we have all done, but I'm going to take a quick second to show you how I want you to put these together. This is only a 3-minute interval. 10 tuck-ins from flat and 2 burpees to the flat, so all the way to the ground. So when you're doing these, remember tuck-ins from flat, everything starts flat, draw the abs in, press that low back to the ground, tuck it in, reach it away. So we're going to say that's number 9. This is number 10. I'm going to roll over and go right into my burpee. All the way to flat, back to the ground, that's my 2. And then I flip right back over into my tuck-ins. So you only have 3 minutes on this interval, on this block. 10 tuck-ins, 2 burpees. So really work on that transition so that you feel like you worked for a complete 3 minutes in a row, no break between exercises. All right, guys, all the blocks are gonna work like that today. So you have a short block, push the transitions, pay attention to what's coming up next so that you are prepared to get into it. You are welcome to take a full minute between each block. I want you to work as hard as you can, bring that heart rate back down. Hard as you can, heart rate back down. And don't forget this workout is a 2 times, so make sure you repeat it after you're done. All right, guys, have a great day. I can't wait to hear how it goes.